The Eudicots, Eudicotidae or eudicotyledons are a monophyletic clade of flowering plants that had been called tricolpates and non-magnoliid dicots by previous authors. The botanical terms were introduced in 1991 by evolutionary botanist James A.Doyle and paleobotanist Carol L.Hotton to emphasize the later evolutionary divergence of tricolpate dicots from earlier, less specialized dicots. The close relationships among flowering plants with tricolpate pollen grains was initially seen in morphological studies of shared derived characters. These plants have a distinct trait in the pollen grains of exhibiting three colpia grooves paralleling the polar axis. Later molecular evidence confirmed the genetic basis for the evolutionary relationships among flowering plants with tricolpate pollen grains and dicotyledonous traits. The term means true dicotyledons, as it contains the majority of plants that have been considered dicots and have characteristics of the dicots. The term Eudicots has subsequently been widely adopted in botany to refer to one of the two largest clades of angiosperms, monocots being the other. The remaining angiosperms are sometimes referred to as basal angiosperms or paleobotanist, but these terms have not been widely or consistently adopted, as they do not refer to a monophyletic group. The other name for the Eudicots is tricolpates, a name which refers to the groove structure of the pollen. Members of the group have tricolpate pollen, or forms derived from it. These pollens have three or more pores set in furrows called colpi. In contrast, most of the other seed plants produce monosulcate pollen, with a single pore set in a differently oriented groove called the sulcus. The name tricolpates is preferred by some botanists to avoid confusion with the dicots, a non-monophyletic group. Numerous familiar plants are eudicots, including many common food plants, trees, and ornamentals. Some common and familiar eudicots include members of the sunflower family such as the common dandelion, the forget-me-not, cabbage, and other members of its family, apple, buttercup, maple, and macadamia. Most leafy trees of mid latitudes also belong to eudicots, with notable exceptions being magnolias and tulip trees, which belong to magnoliids, and ginkgo biloba, which is not an angiosperm. The name Eudicots is used in the APG system of 1998 and APG2 system of 2003 for classification of angiosperms. It is applied to a clade, a monophyletic group, which includes most of the dicots. Subdivisions. The eudicots can be divided into two groups, the basal eudicots and the core eudicots. Basal eudicot is an informal name for a paraphyletic group. The core eudicots are a monophyletic group. A 2010 study suggested the core eudicots can be divided into two clades, gunrails, and a clade called pentapetalae, comprising all the remaining core eudicots. The pentapetalae can be then divided into three clades, the Dilleniaceae, a superosid clade consisting of saxifragales, vitida, and rosids, a suprasterid clade consisting of santalales, berberidopsidales, caryophyllales, and asterids. Within the core eudicots, the largest groups are the rosids and the asterids. This division of the eudicots is shown in the following cladogram. The following is a more detailed breakdown according to APG/IV, showing within each clade an orders: clade Eudicots, order Ranunculales, order Proteales, order Trochodendrales, order Buxales, clade core Eudicots, order Gunrails, order Dilleniales, clade Superosids, order Saxifragales, clade Rosids, order Vitilla, clade Fabids, order Fabales, order Rosales, order Fagales, order Cucurbitales, order Oxalidales, order Malpaeales, order Balustrales, order Zygophiles, clade Malvates, order Geraniales, order Myrtales, order Crossosomatales, order Picramniales, order Malvales, order Brassicales, order Wertiales, order Sapindales, clade Suprasterids, order Berberodopsidales, order Santilales, order Coryphales, clade Astrids, order Cornales, order Ericales, clade Campanulids, order Aquifoliales, order Asterales, order Escaloniales, order Bruniales, order Apulus, order Dipsicales, order Paragrophiles, clade Lamiids, order Solarnoales, order Lamiales, order Valiales, order Gentianales, order Boraginales, order Gariales, order Mateniacales, order Acasanales,